I'm your host. You already know, Chad here, and today I'm going to talk about it's going to be an interesting thing because this is a foil shaver that's supposed to be really good for your head. All right, head shaving. So, if you don't know, you should know if you're already on this channel, you've been following this channel or following me for a while. Maybe you're new recently to this channel. Talk about head shaving, talk about beard stuff, and talk about clothing. Why it's called Beards, Heads, and Threads, BHT. Also, if you have a beard and you're new, I have a company. It's called BHT Grooming, and I have a lot of products that I make myself in this studio, and it is actually tagged below in this video. All right, so if you're into beard care stuff, pre-shave oil, head shaving stuff, you're in the right place. Make sure you hit the like button when you're coming in. Let me know who you are in the chat today. So, with that being said, today I'm going to be introducing a new head shaver from Aberlite. All right. I don't even know if it's even hit the market. I don't think it has. I think this is so brand new. This is a prototype. From what I understand, this is just a prototype. It's not even going to be the final thing. So I kind of wrestled, should I even make a video on this? But, I thought it'd be kind of curious, or bring some curiosity, some maybe some, you know, interesting thoughts on Aberlite and what they're working on. All right. So we know that they made heated brushes in the past. They make all kinds of different things, but this is going to actually be a foil shaver that's supposed to be good for your head. Is it good? I don't know. Again, it's not certainly not a paid video to talk about them. In fact, Aberlite actually told me when they had actually said that. Sorry, I just got a phone call. That's how it works. They actually said, we don't expect you to make content on this. We just want your thoughts on this. This is a prototype. It's coming out. We're going to come out with another one because there are some things we're going to fix on this. But I thought, just for you guys, just for my audience, I thought, I will do an unboxing and show you at least something what they've come up with. Maybe you'll be intrigued by the design or the idea that they're actually coming out with something that's gonna be geared for heads as far as shaving. All right. So this is going to be a shaver, foil. It's going to be a shaver or a foil shaver, if you will, and it's called Touch. What is it? Touch 2. All right. So I don't know if they came out with a Touch 1. I don't know. But again, this is the Touch 2. I'm just looking at it today. This is kind of a prototype, almost close to the end where they're going to release them all to the public. But I thought I'd unbox it for you today because I don't know anything about it. I just got it from them, and I said I'd check it out and give my thoughts on this. And they said they would send me the final thing. So I thought, why not show you guys what Aberlite is working with, right? Show me what you're working with, right? And see what they're working with. We're gonna get this cracked open and we're gonna see what it looks like on the inside. And I'm gonna tell you my thoughts, my initial thoughts. I can only give you so much of my thoughts because I've never used this head shaver, right? But I can show you the design, show you kind of what they're trying to make. Hunting Maine, what's going on? They did send this in a box and it had this bag with it. So this is their oversized travel bag, I guess. I don't know. It's huge. So I'm going to pull the plastic off here. I'm going to tell you right here off the side, it's going to say ultimate closeness, skin comfort, wet, dry use. So you can use it in the shower or not. 90 minutes runtime. All right. So again, this is the Aberlite Touch 2. And we're going to see what it looks like. So right on the box, as I open it up here, again, keep in mind, this is only a prototype, all right? So this is not going to be like the final thing, but it's going to look a lot like it, okay? They're probably going to fix just a couple things with it. So straight out of the box, this is what it's going to look like, all right? Pretty fancy. Put that to the side. And this is the unit itself. It's going to come with like a plastic piece over the top of this. And That's the power button right there. Slide this little doohickey off. Maybe. All right. So, really cool looking foil shaver from AberLite. This is the back. This is the charger. Looks like it's a USB-C, which we like, right? We like USB-C chargers because they're universal. Good for Google phones or iPhones. I can just get this thing to pop off right here and pull out. Let's see what's underneath the plastic here. I'm sure it's just the charger. You just never know what these companies come out with. Sure, maybe a little brush too, I'm guessing. I don't know. So, get the little manual right there. And come on, come on, come on with your bad self. Come on, Cletus, come on. You guys ever watch that show, The Nutty Professor? Come on, Cletus, come on with your bad self. You'll be walking over here, but you'll be limping back. Yeah, that was maybe back in the day. Can't get this thing out. Good grief. All right. So, there it is. I got it out, a little bent up, kind of hard to get out. So on the inside, you're going to have another little, this is probably a lot nicer than that one. Looks like a leather little pouch that this thing can go in. Foil guard, if you will, I guess. And it's going to have your USB-A to USB-C. So some people have, some companies have been coming out with USB-C to USB-C, which I like a lot better than the USB-A to USB-C. But it is what it is. A lot of companies have that. Double-sided brush, all right. It's got 4 on that side, 5 on that side. Or 6 on that side, sorry. And it's going to have your USB-A charger bank. All right, so that's it. That's all that comes in here. So let's see what this thing looks like when we turn it on. Turn this on. Got to hold it. Okay, so notice right here, it's kind of cool. It's got that charger indicator. It pops up. You hold this down. I'm sure this is some travel lock. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in. What are you guys thinking? Got 5, 6, 19 in here. 2 likes. Come on, guys. Travel lock. 3 seconds. All right. So I don't know how good this works, but I'm going to try it on my arm and try to see if I can take some hairs off my arm. Now, this is a foil shaver, so you want to make sure that your hair's already cut down low, but we're going to see what happens. Honestly, it's kind of hard to do that on the arm because you just can't really tell. Shaved my head yesterday. I'm going to see something. See how it feels for comfort, actually. I did have a little stubble from yesterday when I shaved. I'm going to tell you right now, I do like this. I think it's made probably more for holding it like this maybe, or I don't even know. Maybe, I don't know exactly how they want you to hold it. I mean, that's pretty dang close. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I can tell the difference. You can see a little bit of stubble here, but it's getting pretty dang close. I'm feeling like a nice smooth shave here. It's nice and solid in the hand. I gotta tell you, I've been pretty impressed lately with all of these companies, at least a couple of them that's come out with some really good foil shavers. Humminbird, the MK17 that they just came out and I did a review on not too long ago, and AberLite, the one they're coming out with. Pretty fancy. So this right here is that guard, and again, they come out with a protective, I guess, foil. It's not really a foil. This is like the guard that goes over it. They give you an extra one here. But altogether, I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with the closeness of this thing. This thing is really soft. I like the way it feels. I love the grooves in it. I think it's really nice and cool. Really nice here. So let me know in the chat, what current head shaver are you using right now? Are you using a head shaver or are you using a razor? I'm just curious. Razors or head shavers? Let me know in the chat. What is your favorite? Are you old school? Do you just use like a traditional razor or do you use a head shaver? I talk about a lot of head shavers on this channel. And I'm surprised I actually tried this one out yesterday for the first time out of all the head shavers that I've done reviews on. And I was actually pretty surprised, really, how this 70 White Claws, is that how they call them? White Claws, is that how you say it? White Claws, head shaver did. Very surprised. Now, I'm not a big fan of the head shavers that, you know, the doors open, but it actually gave a pretty dang close shave, honestly. So, find those on Amazon. But today, I just wanted to kind of do an unboxing of this foil shaver by Aberlite. Again, this is just a very close to the final thing. I think they're just getting the little things, you know, buttoned up with this. But again, they sent this to me for free. I did not pay for it. I can't tell you how much they're going to cost. I can't even tell you when they're going to be released. But if you didn't catch the beginning, they said, we don't expect you to do any content on this. We just want you to try it out until we send you the actual one. I guess there were some little things that they wanted to fix on this. So this is just a prototype close to the actual one that's coming out. But I like the way it looks. I think it's fantastic. It's different. I like different. Let me know in the chat, do you guys like things that are different than everybody else? Do you like everything to be the same? You don't. I'm sure you don't. But if you're like me, I like to be different. I like to think outside the box. And I think that Aberlite has done something great with the full shaver that looks like this. It's not real heavy, but it definitely has some weight to it. Charger bank or ports on the back. I would say that it says it's waterproof, wet or dry. I would say that it's probably IPX7 rated, but I don't know. I'd have to look through the instruction manual. But again, have you guys ever heard of Aberlite? If you're a bearded guy, I'm sure you have at some point when it comes to like their heated brushes and stuff. They're pretty notorious for them. But I like this a lot. And this is called the Touch 2. Again, I don't know if they've come out with the Touch 1. I've never, out of, you know, all the things that they've ever like made, I've never owned anything from Aberlite. I'm surprised they never have owned an actual heated brush from this company. For how many times I do reviews and stuff on you know, beard care and tools and stuff like that. Very surprised, but I haven't. So, again, if you are a head shaver, do you use razors as far as traditional razors? You know, leaf shave razors. Maybe you're old school and you use Bic razors, the old original, just, you know, single, double bladed Bics. Perhaps maybe you use Gillette. You know, those cartridges for the razors are expensive. They get expensive after a while. So that's why I use, if I use a traditional razor, I'll use one that I can change out the actual blades, something, you know, straight edge blades like leaf razor or something like that, or a straight edge razor. Obviously, I'm not going to use a straight edge razor on my head. I just don't trust myself enough with that. But head shavers. I love using a head shaver, and every now and then I'll use a traditional razor. I'm a big fan of the Groomy Baldy Pro, big fan of Humminbird, big fan of, you know, Brio. Those are like 3 brands that I love. I'm not a big fan of Freebird. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. You know, and I don't like to bash companies, and I'm not going to, but I'm just not a fan of Freebird. I wish if they would upgrade their head shaver, put a lot of innovation in it. And really move away from what they have and just really just make something that's different than everybody else has. I would get behind them, 100% push it. But the fact that the razor, their head shavers just don't really do very much for me as far as the cut's not real close. The technology isn't there. You know, if they would actually listen to the customers, you know, like I'm a big fan of the magnetic blades. I am, always have been. Maybe they can come out with something different than a magnetic blade, something that would be, I don't know, using the brain inside of the you know the lab and trying to figure out something different than what everybody else is doing. You know, the old ways of having a head shaver that has doors that open up that you have to flip open. I mean, I think of the Fair Shave. They've got a lot of heads. I think they got like 7 heads on theirs. Feels very comfortable, really nice. I love the way it looks, the ergonomical feel to it. But again, you got to open up all those doors, and those more, you know, the more heads that they have, the more doors you have to open, the more chances of breaking it, and then more money for the end user. What's going on, Ryan? Good to see you, brother. And then same thing with Freebird. Same thing with several of these companies. They just get away from the doors that you have to open by hand and get something that either magnetizes or come up with something different and new that you just don't have to continue to do that. And I think you would be on another level. Something that self cleans itself, you know. That's one thing that I liked about Brio, the new self cleaning system that they have. I thought that was really cool to at least branch out and try to do something different than everybody else. Some people don't like the Brio Rays. I love the company. Love the company so much because they care about their customers. You know, if you have good customer service, you can always fix the product. All right. If you have a great product and you don't have good customer service, you're probably never going to change your customer service because I don't know if you've noticed this. What's going on, Billy? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but you know, it's a lot easier to change. You know, as a guy that's into customer service, been in a customer service worked with customers for years. It's so easy to change hard skills because it's something you can pick up, you can learn, you can go to school, you can go through courses, you can go through classes. But one thing that's hard to change is soft skills. If you're not a good person, if you're not a nice person, if you're not a people person, chances are you're probably never going to be one. I'm just going to tell you that right now, because people are hard to change. They are. They're hard to change. They're set in their ways, and so I'm always looking for companies that have amazing customer service and wants to listen to their end users. They want to listen to the customers because the customers will tell you what they want. And if you can cater to your customers, you can sell your product. And so, no, this isn't Grown and Grace, but I just had to bury my dog. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Gosh, we'll keep you in our prayers, man. Sorry to hear that, Billy. But yeah, let me know again. I'm gonna just ask this one last time. Let me know if you're a head shaver. Do you use a head shave? If you're a head shaver, not. Let me rephrase that. If you shave your head, do you use a head shaver like, you know, one of the ones we talk about on this channel, or do you use a razor? That's the question. Razor, traditional, or head shaver, electric shaver. I use both. And if you are into these things, you're in the right place. You're in the right channel because that's what I talk about a lot on here. I talk about beard care, I talk about head shaving, and I talk about clothing. And so, with that being said, again, I wanted to show that to you guys today. And just, you know, if you're catching the stream a little late today, this is from Aberlite. All right. And this is the Touch 2. It is a foil shaver. You can use it on your face. I don't recommend it, but I am a bearded guy. But if you do shave your face, this would be something great for you. Or if you shave your head like myself, it'd be fantastic for your head. Again, I tried a little bit on my head, and it looks pretty dang smooth here and feels smooth compared to this side. I use the Groomy Baldy Pro. Your recommendation works well. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, brother. I do have a giveaway coming up soon at my 8,000 subscriber on the Groomy Baldy Pro that I talk about all the time. All right. And so you don't want to miss that. So, but you have to be a subscriber to this. You've got to be a subscriber to this channel. All right. Also giving away a Brio Race 2.0, probably at my 9,000, and something huge on my 10. All right. But if you're not a part of the round table, BHT round table, for a small cost each month, you get 3 different chances of winning free beard products from myself. It could be a head shaving pre-shave oil. It could be a beard wash. It could be beard oil, like this one. Well, maybe not this one. This one's very exclusive. Only a few people can buy this. But you know, you get giveaways up to 3 times a month, and you get 30% off my website, BHT Grooming, at any time. All right, so that is the Roundtable membership. You can find it in the description below. But wanted to share that with you guys. I know I'm not going to be here very long, but I wanted to share the Touch 2 with you guys. AberLite is coming out with, again, this is just kind of like a very last moment, or not last moment, but at the very end of the prototypes. This is what it's practically, from what I understand, going to look like, but they're going to fix just a couple things that they did not like about it, and then they're going to release it. They told me they will send me another one. So again, they didn't expect me to do a review on this. Maybe they didn't want me to. Maybe they're like, well, you know, don't review it. Just tell us what you think that you like about it, you don't like about it. But I want to be completely transparent and let you guys know ahead of time what's coming. All right, it's coming from AberLite. It's the Touch 2, and so far what they have, I'm happy with it. Again, you know, there's another one out there that just came out, a full shaver. It's a different look to it, more of a traditional look. I think that this one is really cool on the ergonomics, how they shaped it and made it look different and just feels good in the hand. But another one, if you're into foil shavers, you might want to look into Humminbird MK17. I've done those videos on this channel recently too. Very blown away by the closeness of those foil shavers. I've never been a big fan of foil shavers, but here lately I've been getting pretty blown away with how close these foil shavers are getting. The technology is getting better and better. Appreciate that, Billy. So, guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope that this has been entertaining to you or helpful to you, or anything like that at all. But again, if you're into beard care, head shaving stuff, or clothing, like for men, fragrances, all that stuff, this channel is for you. It's all men's grooming. I did tag some stuff from my website below if you're interested, bhtgrooming.com. You can find some oils over there, butters, washes, conditioners, clothing, all that stuff, pre-shave oil, all that stuff. So it's right there. You can use a code CHAD10, it'll save you 10%. Or if you are military, active military, or first responder, teacher, first responder, all that, you can certainly always also get all that 20% off with that. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you all. Always remember, look sharp, lead strong, and I'll see you next time.